Hi there, thank you for stopping by to share with Julie today. I hope you're having a fantabulous day today. In this part of the video, I am looking at, how you could dry and store your herbs. If you grow your own herbs, whether it's indoors, or outside, I would say just use what you want each time. Just take according to what you need, unless of course you want to dry and store them for future use for whatever reason. Well, that's a different case. So when you buy your herbs, you could store them in tightly sealed plastic bags, such as this. So this, I've had this for more than a week. I think it's almost 2 weeks now I've had that in the fridge. But usually I don't like to have fresh herbs, for that long period. Just buy what I need to probably serve over a week, for example, or less, depending on how much I want to use at a time. So you could store them in your fridge, store it, put it on your door, and that's for the herbs that you use for cooking. And when it comes to drying herbs, for most of the herbs that you'll use for medicinal purposes, you'll want to have them over a longer period, like talking herbs like your burdock, for example, and things like that. So what you could do is wash your herbs first. So you freshly pick them and you wash them, or if you buy them fresh, wash them. And once you have washed your herbs, you pat dry them. So just pat dry them with a cotton material, or you could, paper towel is okay, just plain paper towel, plain white paper towel is okay. You could pat dry them, and then you could put them outside in the sun, preferably in the sun, to dry. You could tie them in bundles and put them outside in the sun to dry. I would say you could put them on, the outside line, your clothes line. You could put them out there to dry. You could also put them on hangers, and clothes hangers in the kitchen, or anything that you have that you could hang them from, where hair can pass through and they can get a chance to dry. You could also use brown paper, spread them out on brown paper, and just allow them to sit on a counter, for example, and dry out. Some herbs will take longer to dry than others, and so this is how you would do it, whether for the berries, for the flower, the leaves, whatever. You just lay them out. And you could also use mosquito nets. So you could improvise and use different ways so you can spread your herbs and give it a chance to dry. As I say, drying in the sun is best, and you just spread them out. If you don't have that option, you just spread them out, use your hangers, however you could get them dried out. And once the herbs have been dried, now it's storage. So you can store your herbs in jars, and plastic tubs, for example. You could store them. The brown ones are really, really best, the brown jars, because you don't want, especially if it will be your herbs will be in a place where light will come through. You don't want, the light changing the color of the leaves too much. So a cool, dark place is best. If you have the very light jar, the clear see-through jar. You could also store them in in bags such as these and seal it tightly. Make sure that it is tightly sealed. And so that is also another way for storing. Barks and roots that are once you have those dried out, those will serve much, will go for much longer than the flower and the leaves, for example. Those can go you can have those for a very long time. So so once you get your herbs, if they are dried already, you don't have to go through this process. But if you grow your own, then you'll need to go through the drying process at different points. And if you buy them fresh, you'll also need to do that. But if they're already dried, well, you don't need to. You just need to store them. So the next thing I'll look at is how to use your herbs to make teas.